Hey everybody, GbroRamedia here, and today we are going to be doing a different kind of video. Today we're going to be looking at my 2007 Transformers movie toy collection. So I'm going to be going in order this way, just starting off with the most broken, and then heading on up to the least broken. But, you know, all these toys are broken, you know. I used to play with them a lot, so, you know, things happen, but yeah, let's go and look at each of these toys individually and just kind of get a good look at them. Alright, so the first toy we're going to be looking at here is from the 2007 Transformers movie toy line. But it was different because it had reached a point where, like, Transformers toys were getting pretty popular. And, you know, everybody started to be able to collect, you know, the main movie figures, and, you know, kids wanted something new. So what Hasbro did was they started repackaging some old Transformers toys from the original, well, not the original cartoons from like the 80s, but some of the older cartoons from like the early 2000s. And basically they just took a bunch of molds and repainted them and, you know, repackaged them with the 2007 movie toys. And yeah, this was one of those toys. This is from a line of figures called All Spark Powered figures, and they came with a little key, as you can see. Probably can't see. Came with a little key that, you know, activated a specific feature within the toy. So this is the Deluxe class dive bomb, and when you insert the key, you get that. Basically, it was just a gun that pops out, and, you know, you could shoot it. Let me just... There it is. So... Oh, man, the missile fell. But, yeah. That's basically it for that feature. You know, you could just store the... Get that hair out of there. Store the missile back in there. And then you could see his face. But, yeah, you could close it up and, you know... This was pretty cool, you know, just a nice little line just to keep Transformers going until the second movie came out. It was cool having the little key, and, you know, it's really nice looking key. It's like a clearish purple, and it's got that nice Decepticon logo. Pretty cool. I believe this is a mold from the Transformers Cybertron toy line, the Transformers Cybertron show. So here's the jet. As you can see, it's a nice yellow jet. And it is missing one of the wings. I don't know how the wing broke off. It just did. And I'm guessing it has to do with, you know, my little brother playing with it without my permission, but whatever. Yeah, on the bottom here, you know, you get landing gear, so you could, like, put it down. And you could also put up that landing gear and just have a jet. But, yeah, that's basically it for the jet mode, so let's go ahead and transform it to robot mode. Alright, so here is Dive Bomb in his robot mode, and as you can see, he's got a pretty big arm gun thing. But yeah, he's a pretty cool character, you know. As you can see, let me see if I can't get it to zoom in here. Alright, so here is Dive Bomb. As you can see, just this yellow jet transformer, and unfortunately this one did go through my little brother, and he broke off his arm. But I guess I could give you a better look at his arm. So here it is. It's just, you know, like a big gun basically. Yeah, he was pretty cool. Again, you could still take the key and just kind of put it in there and have, like, I don't know, like a giant claw thing, I guess, with a gun. But it wasn't too spectacular in robot mode. But for, you know, little 10-year-old me, it was enough. And yeah, that's basically Dive Bomb. Let me show you the back here. You can see his jet mode. But yeah, that is Dive Bomb. Not a bad Transformer, but let's move on to some of the better ones. Alright, so the next guy that we have right here is Long Arm, and this toy I actually got in a weird, like, 2-pack. It was like, it was like it wasn't an exclusive, but it was like a weird, like, pack that came with not only this, but like a little figure of Bumblebee, because at the end of the first movie, Bumblebee, you know, got his legs blown off, and he had to be driven around with a tow truck just to move around. And it did come with a little Bumblebee figure. I have since then lost that Bumblebee figure, and I actually lost the hook that attached to that Bumblebee figure. But, you know, I still have Long Arm, and I've kept Long Arm in pretty good condition. And you can see in the driver's seat, there's actually a little Michaela figure. I can't zoom in any closer, but you can see that she's in there, just driving Long Arm around, which, I think that was only exclusive to that pack. If you bought the Deluxe Class Long Arm normally, just as a single pack, it didn't come with Michaela in there. She was not there. But, yeah, as you can see, he's the tow truck from the first movie. As you can see, it says Mike's Towing, and it has a number. I should try calling this number. I wonder what would happen if I called that number, but probably nothing. Right here, it says 24 hours. It's got an Autobot symbol. And then the bottom of the tow truck, you know, it's got Robo-Bits. But, yeah, it's a pretty nice looking tow truck. The only thing that annoys me about this toy is just this on top. It's really annoying. I don't know how to position it, but, you know, it's still pretty cool. The back of the tow truck. It's a pretty detailed tow truck. I really like how detailed the movie figures get. But, yeah. Now that we've seen his truck mode, let's go to his robot mode. Alright, so here we have Long Arm in his robot mode, and I gotta say, this guy was not fun to transform as a kid. Like, it was mainly because of the feet and the way they, like, make up the hood of the truck. It was really hard to transform as a kid, and I didn't really like it. As you can see, you know, he's got a really nice look to him. Looks like a pretty cool truck. Yeah. I really like this guy because he has a really big gun, and, you know, it's screwed to his hand because, you know, whatever. But, he's got a cool look to him. I really like his robot mode, even if his truck mode is kind of weird. I don't really remember how you could shoot his gun. I think it was like this. There's like a little knob. There it is. And once again, I've lost another missile, but yeah. You know, missile still shoots. He's just, you know, pretty cool looking robot. Not really much to say about this guy other than, you know, what I've already said. You know, he's sort of like an exclusive version because he came with Michaela and she's still back there. She's not like a removable figure or anything, but, you know, whatever. He's got little wings. Yeah, that's basically it to Long Arm. Just a really cool looking Autobot toy, even though he wasn't in the movie. So, yeah, that's Long Arm. And here we have Ironhide. Now, this is the off-road Ironhide. This is not the actual version of Ironhide that was released for the movie. I got this one because I thought it was cool. I like the blue better than the black. I didn't really want to get Ironhide back then, just for reasons. Really, the only figure I really wanted was Jazz right here, but because I watched the movie, and I don't know, I guess I thought Jazz would be lonely all by his lonesome. I wanted to get all the Autobots from the movie, so, you know, I got Ironhide just because I wanted all the Autobots, and I think this was the only Ironhide they had at the version. This is also from the all-spark-powered line that Dive Bomb was in. But, yeah, he's just a really nice-looking GMC truck. I don't remember what kind of truck he is. It says 4x4 right here. I don't know if that, like, makes it any easier. It's got an Autobot symbol right there. Pretty cool. Underneath, he's got arms. And it's got some dirt, like, painted on there. Clear translucent windows. It's a pretty nice truck mode. I just never really liked the Ironhide toys because I didn't really feel like they were accurate to the movies. But, yeah, that's Ironhide, so let's transform him. Alright, so here we have Ironhide in his robot mode, and I forgot how big of a figure this guy was. Oh my goodness. He's way Let me bring in Long Arm here. He is much bigger. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Ironhide, yeah, he's got a pretty cool robot mode. You know, I like the big weapons that he has on his arms. Pretty cool looking. I feel like there are way better looking Ironhide figures out there, though. You know, this was from the first movie, so it was something new. He's got his backpack right here. Just something to hold fans over until a better, you know, Ironhide figure came out. There's been a lot of Ironhide figures over the years. But I was perfectly content with this one, I guess, as a little 10-year-old. One cool thing you could do with his guns is you could kind of like lift this up, and they connect together, and you close it and peg it down, and it becomes one big gun. And you take these little thingies right here, and those are the, oh, well, that didn't work too well, but they actually work as triggers for shooting the missiles out. So, no, that didn't really work. Yeah, it was alright. And that's how it looks without the missiles. Pretty cool, I guess. Other than that, there's not really much to Ironhide. But, you know, still a pretty cool figure, and I'm glad to have him. But, yeah, that's basically Ironhide. This one is kind of broken because the backpack, there's a little hole right here that's supposed to peg in up here behind his head. But, you know, I mistransformed him, and it kind of broke, and now the backpack just kind of like stays on there. It doesn't really plug in, but, you know, I can still play with the Ironhide figure fine, but I do have to be a little more careful when I'm transforming him. So that's pretty much it for Ironhide, so let's move on to Ratchet. And here is Ratchet, everybody's favorite medical Autobot. You know, he was the medical officer of the team. He's got an Autobot symbol right here. Fire department, search and rescue. Nice little ambulance, little green ambulance. I like the color green that they used for this guy. It's pretty nice looking. Under here, he's got a bunch of robo parts, as most Transformers do. I actually lost, there was a piece of railing that was supposed to go on the front, and I lost it. I don't know where it went. You know, I let my little siblings play with this, and they completely lost it, so I don't know where that is. It's fine, though. You know, as long as I can still transform him and just to have the bulk of the figure. So this is his ambulance mode. And here is Ratchet in his robot mode. He's a pretty cool guy. As you can see, here's the top of his vehicle mode. It's like the little rail thing. You can separate it. And there's a little tab right here that you can use as a claw. If I could get that to work. There it is. There's this big claw. There it is. And that's basically it. You could plug it into his arm right here. And have him, you know, just kind of wield it. Looks kind of lame, though. And then on his other hand, you can open up this panel and replace his hand with, it's supposed to be an axe, I guess. A medical axe, but that also kind of looks really lame. I usually just like to leave his hand out. So there's that. And, you know, he's a really big figure. You know, I really like this Ratchet figure. I didn't think I was going to like this figure as much as I did, but it's actually a really solid figure. It's really cool. It's a really nice looking figure. And then, you know, if you don't like giving his weapon to him, you could always just kind of plug it in on his back and just have him look pretty cool. But yeah, that's basically it for Ratchet. So let's move on to Bumblebee. Alright, so the next Transformer we have here is the Deluxe Classic Camaro Bumblebee. That was kind of hard to say. But yeah, this is the first Bumblebee I ever bought. And I was really lucky to find this guy because I remember this and Jazz were the hardest figures to find. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I actually broke this Bumblebee toy a while ago. to transform him, you had to press this button and it would make the front pop down. But one day I decided, hey, what would happen if I just didn't use the button and pop the front down? Well, I did that, there was a loud snap, and then my transformer was permanently stuck like this, and I couldn't put it back up whatsoever, and it just kept going down. So, it stayed like that for like 10 years, and a couple of weeks ago I decided, well, it's been 10 years, maybe somebody figured out a way to fix that problem. So I looked it up online, and to fix the problem, all you have to do is reach in here and pull out this little spring, and basically you can now move it by hand however you want to fix the problem. You just won't be able to use the button mechanism anymore. But this is Bumblebee. Pretty cool looking figure. Nice vehicle mode. Very nice. I like how for the older style vehicles there's some fake wear and dirt and dust on the vehicles. The back has no, license plate. And then the bottom is basically all Bumblebee. So, yeah, that's basically it for the vehicle mode. So, let's transform this guy. So here we have Movie Bumblebee in his robot mode. And this is a really fun guy to transform. I really love transforming this guy. It's nice and easy, and, nothing too complicated. And the end result looks pretty nice. It's a nice looking robot mode. He comes with two blasters, which when you pull these little triggers on the side, which I hope I could show that, shoots the missile. And it actually shoots the missile pretty far. And the springs in here are actually really nice. And you could actually remove the guns and place them on his shoulders. It's sort of like a battle Bumblebee mode. Let's see if I can get that on there. Just like that. And looks pretty cool, So here he is. Even has the license plate on his abdomen. Just all around. Here's the back of him. Just broke his back. Oh, pulled off the gun. View his arm. Put that back on there, and yeah. Sorry. That's basically it for the very first Bumblebee movie figure. And here we have the final movie figure in my collection, and that is the Deluxe class Autobot Jazz. As you can see, he comes with a little blaster that you could hook onto his spoiler. Mine is actually broken, as you can see. It's supposed to have like a little tab right here so you could tab it on, but mine broke off a while ago. Just a really nice looking blaster. Pretty cool. And then here he is in all his silver glory. What I like about this guy is that you can't really tell he's a robot just by looking under him. Just kind of see some of his legs. He's got a nice translucent windshield and windows. Pontiac symbol. Very sleek looking car mode. It's great. I really want to get the Studio Series Jazz, or any other Jazz for that matter. But yeah, that was his vehicle mode, and now to transform him. So here's Jazz's robot mode. Really nice looking robot mode, and again, another really fun transformation. Here he is from the side. It's really like crooked. And then here he is on the back. This attaches right here, so you could put it, just kind of attach it right there and lift it up if you want. But there's a feature that comes with this, which I'll show you in a second. Here's the other side. And yeah, there he is. Very nice, very detailed. I think this one is pretty screen accurate to the movie version. And you could take his blaster, which can extend to become like a sword. And you could open up either one of his hands, or arms actually, and just kind of plug it in so that he has like this really long sort of sword thing. And then you could take this, just the back part of his car mode. It's got some details on the inside. It's also got a hole right here that you could take and plug into the wheel, and that's supposed to act as like a shield for him. So yeah, overall, Jazz is just a really nice figure, really sleek, really cool looking, very nice. They actually repainted this figure mold a bunch of times and re-released him under different names like Smokescreen, made a couple of exclusives for Jazz, and I kind of want to get some of those exclusives and repaints, but I'm perfectly fine with the Jazz that I have now. So, that's Jazz. So that is my Transformers 2007 movie action figure collection. As you can see, we went through Dive Bomb, Long Arm, Ironhide, Ratchet, Bumblebee, and then Jazz, which is my all-time favorite Transformer. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what kind of Transformers figures you guys collected back from the 2007 movie, or you know, any Transformers figures that are pretty cool nowadays. And let me know which character is your favorite. You know, mine's Jazz. I hope to get another Jazz figure sometime soon, just because I really like the guy. And yeah, thanks for watching my video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.